Okay, so when you live off grid, there's several things you need to keep in mind. One is that it's hard work. Two is that a lot of times people will not help you. So you're left to do everything by yourself. Um, Consequently, you can get discouraged. I have this small hand-built rock cabin and 5 acres of land in northeast Georgia, and it needs a lot of work, but I got a good deal on the cabin and the property. However, if I had it to do over again, I don't know that I would have bought it, just simply because of my age and the fact that there are so many things that need to be done. Um, it's a beautiful piece of property. There's a stream out over there. There's also 2 hunters in tents over there with leaves covered over them after my bear. And that's another thing. This part of Georgia isn't supposed to have bears, and it's not supposed to have mountain lions, because I'm not in the mountains. I'm in the foothills. I'm in the Piedmont of Georgia. But I have bears on the property, and I have seen and recorded a beige mountain lion, and I've also seen a black panther, which is a black mountain lion. The rangers, the nature rangers, will tell you they're not in this part of Georgia, and that the bears here are just traveling through. Well, I've lived here for 3 years, and the bear hasn't gone anywhere. It's been here the entire time. They don't hibernate in this part of Georgia because it's not cold enough. And he's around my cabin all the time, every day, every night. So don't always believe what you hear. I'm going to try to make some videos about living off grid. And one of the things that is interesting to me is the fact that I had a generator which I was using for electricity, and it tore up. And so I've just been trying to live without power, period. And it's October, and there's a lot of tree canopy. So it's been okay, but it's not been ideal. But I will have to say that except for 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon, it really hasn't been too bad. And I think that's because, like I said, of the tree canopy, and also because there are really nice breezes that come off the stream, and there's hills all the way around the property. I'm not going to pan around because it make you dizzy, but there are large hills all the way around this. Almost looks like an Indian mound. It's just real flat. It's almost like a peninsula. It's got a dry gully on this side, a stream on that side, and then down here the dry gully, which used to be a stream, converges with the actual stream, and then they go further down to 3 ponds on someone else's property. Well, a lot of the land around here used to be pulpwood land for trees, and then we got this pine beetle infestation in Georgia. And so there's just a lot of land here for wild animals. And just because the bear is big, and this bear is huge, it has a 14-inch long paw print. I've measured it several times. And there's smaller bears too. But they are very elusive. The only time I've actually seen the bears is on a night vision trail camera, and they will get up by my rock cabin and sleep because the cabin was vacant for 12 years. And this became their pathway up and down through here. And apparently one of the neighbors was putting out corn for the deer. And unbeknownst to him, the bear was coming and eating the corn. And probably still is. So just because there's a large, say 600-pound bear, and you don't see it, it doesn't mean that it's not there. And I take back that I haven't actually seen one in person. I did see a small bear chasing a deer, and they can run fast. A bear can run just as fast as a deer. The deer just happened to get away, but it was a hideous sounding growling coming from that bear. But I'm going to try to make some videos about living off grid. In this part of Georgia, you can live without power. It's tough, but it can be done if you. And here we're crossing into the line between living off grid, which to me means, you know, you could have a generator or something like that, and primitive living, which is no power. In other words, I have I have a kerosene lantern that my son gave me. I have a wood stove, and as you can see, I have plenty of trees, but no way to cut them. These huge oaks were knocked down during Hurricane Irma, just from the tailwinds. I had 5 trees go down like dominoes, scared me to death. But I had someone cut a little path down to the stream area. I left that one down there because to stop the erosion. But there's a lot of Indian artifacts here. There's amethyst on the property, and the man who actually built the cabin had a mineral show on television, and he used to mine the amethyst here and make miniature amethyst sculptures out of them. And he's still a sculptor, but he sculpts now in granite and things like that. So, if you're considering living off-grid, getting a tiny home, my home is 342 square feet in one large room with a sleeping loft, and then a 10 by 18 side room with PVC panels on part of the tin roof, and several large windows, which I'm hoping to make into a greenhouse at some point in time. So, hope you join me, and talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.